Hi, and welcome to the video diary that goes along with my podcast, Hellbent for Horror. I'm S.A. Bradley, and I'm a lifelong movie lover, but my heart belongs to horror. Now, what I want to talk about today is one of my favorite horror films of all time. It is 1979's Phantasm, written and directed by Don Coscarelli. The reason that I'm bringing it up, not only because I love it, and it's incredibly original. I've never seen a movie quite like it before or after. It's also going to be playing in theaters again. It's going to be re-released for one day, that's September 24th of this year, for National Art House Day. Yes, art houses across the country are going to be showing Phantasm. But they're not just going to be showing Phantasm, it is a remastered version. This is a 4K pristine digital remaster that's been done and supervised by not only Don Coscarelli, but J.J. Abrams, who is one of the biggest fans for this film. Now, I was lucky enough to actually get to see it ahead of time. I went to a conference in Chicago, Illinois, known as Flashback Weekend, and Don Coscarelli was there with a print and was kind enough to show all of us. And I can tell you that it is well worth seeing in the theater. If you've only seen it like most of us have on video, on the little screen inside of your house, or maybe the bigger screen, really seeing it cleaned up as well as on a huge screen really is worth it. How did this happen? Well, believe it or not, it was a labor of love, and Don Coscarelli talked about that before the movie started. Basically, J.J. Abrams was always a big fan, and when he was making Star Wars, he got into a conversation about Phantasm with the other artists that were there to find out that most of them hadn't seen it. So he called up Don Coscarelli, wanting to get a print that he could screen for everybody, and Don didn't feel he had a strong enough print to be able to show. And that got them talking about doing a remaster. So basically, this is a labor of love. While Star Wars was being made, on the breaks, on the holidays, basically J.J. Abrams and Don were getting together with some other technicians and creating this remaster of Phantasm. What I can say about it is that this is a movie that does really expand its impact by the size of the screen. By seeing these dream ideas basically envelop you, it really does add to the film. Seeing it with a larger audience is always fun as well. But what I found was that I was sucked into the ambition of the film. One of the things that I've always loved about Phantasm is that it doesn't matter what size of budget it had, it wanted to expand the imagination as much as it possibly could for the audience. The ambitions were all there. They took the chances to be able to make something that was thoroughly unique in horror at that point. A little bit of science fiction, a little bit of dreamscape, a lot of horror. It was one of my favorites. It still is one of my favorites. So if you get a chance, I encourage you to take a look at Phantasm on the big screen. And until we talk again next, stay hell-bent.